Elementary, and I helped preschool kids assemble a Kibo robot. Well, a big part of my job was helping the students assemble the robot. I also had to help them code, and I also just had to help them take turns using it because we didn't have enough robots for every kid to have one. And sometimes they just did not want to share. They wanted to do it all themselves. But once I assigned them each something that they could do, they seemed to really enjoy that and seemed to share better. I thought the Kibo robot was great for small kids because it had so many different things that it could do. Like it had ears, it had a speaker, it had wheels, it had lights. It had just a lot of things that small kids could have done for hours. Like they were not ready to be done with it. They also really enjoyed the coding of the robot because it the blocks that were on it had a bunch of fun things that it could do. Like it spun around, it flashed its lights. It repeated what the student said back in the speaker. It just did a lot that the kids really liked. One thing that I would have changed about the whole process is I would have added another activity just so that the kids would have had something else to do other than just focus on the robot itself. Because like I said, they sometimes they just wanted to do everything themselves. I feel like if there had been another activity for them to do while they weren't working on the robot, I feel like that would have held their interest a lot longer. There were a lot of things that went really well during this field experience for me. I arrived on time. I always make sure that I arrive 15 minutes early when I service learn. And I was at Templeton the previous semester for service learning, and I just love the staff so much. They make me feel so comfortable and welcome, and I always feel like I can do everything with my best ability because of the staff that's at Templeton. While I really love the staff, I also really love the kids at Templeton. They never give me too much trouble. They always listen, and they always seem to be really excited every time there's new people there, and they're always excited to learn about whatever is planned for them. Another thing I think I did really well is that I made sure to give each kid an equal opportunity to play with the robot, and I tried not to pick favorites and let one kid play with it more or give my attention to one kid over the other. I think that all the kids that I was working with had equal amount of playing with the robot and equal amounts of my attention. I also helped the staff a lot. I made sure to put everything back in the bus when we were done, and I just made sure that everything was cleaned up properly before I left. One thing that I think I could have worked on was just my confidence overall. Sometimes I get scared when I first arrive and I don't know what to do. I'm afraid I'm going to mess up. So I definitely plan to work on my confidence more. I also plan to work on just asserting my dominance in the classroom more. Sometimes I'm scared to give the kids instructions because I just feel like that's not my place. But I also realize that the teachers are asking me to help. So I'm always going to make sure that I work on my confidence and asserting my dominance more. Overall, I learned a lot from this whole STEM bus experience, and I'm so glad that it was something I had the opportunity to do. One thing that I did learn is that I think that the age pre-K, kindergarten just might not be for me. I sometimes just got really frustrated and didn't know how to give them proper instruction because they're so young. And I think from this point forward, I'm thinking about maybe changing my major to middle school, but I also love elementary kids. But I do know one thing after working with this, I think pre-K might be too young for me. Overall, I still had an amazing time. I was really grateful for the opportunity to work with these kids and work with the Kibo robot and work with the staff from the STEM bus. I thought they were all great and nice. And overall, I just had an amazing experience, and I was really grateful for the opportunity.